Hi guys, Shimmy here, back again with a real old build. I built this about 8, maybe 9 years ago. I did have all the lights in it, but unfortunately when I was putting it together, the stand that is, one of the wires must have touched and it just fused everything. So I'm going to go have a go at it, retrofitting the lights again. I'll be able to get the lights into the fuselage itself, but like say the wing markers and so forth, tail markers, I'll probably not get those in again. But for the main part of the fuselage itself, those windows were all pre-drilled out and all, so it should look nice when it's lit. It is a bit dusty, as you can see here. I have a bit of dust just brushed off. So it was sitting on top of my shelf because I lost all interest in it once the lights had fused in it. But for the biggest majority of it's all built. It's a 172 scale from Revel. Now I am not on the lookout again for another one, but they're hard to find and they can be quite pricey. So as I say, we'll get the lights put into it from on the side, just where I've added this here stand to pose it in different angles and so forth, and then we'll get the lights pushed up along the fuselage at the bottom. As I say, I'm not getting any lights in the tails, fins or so forth, or wings or any flashers, so I'll just put the lights in the fuselage itself. So bear with me, and we'll be back shortly. Right, we got it all cleaned down as best I could, without having to rub through the decils. So we'll just let it drip dry now for about an hour or so before we can contemplate putting the lights in. This light to stay on. Building this kit, it wasn't a very good kit to build. There's a lot of flash on it. Parts didn't fit right, more so up around the tail fin here. I actually overlooked it when before I went to paint it, so there's nothing to do about it now. But overall, would I build it again? Probably not, but as I said earlier, I'm on the lookout for another one. You can get it in 1:4:4 scale, which is a lot smaller. I think this is the biggest you can get in kit form, 1:72. The engines did light up. The two lights on either wing lit up. On the carriage lights, they also lit up. I didn't like the cockpit because I'd done the windows black in it. There was a flashing red light here. There's a couple of other lights scattered over it underneath and so forth. It was a combination of LEDs then and some fibre optics I was just starting to work with. But as I say, once I got everything in and I plugged it in, I heard like a wee pop and I knew what it was right away when the wires had touched and just fused everything. So as I say, we'll let it sit for a while and then we'll come back and we'll get the lights in it and hopefully it'll look a wee bit better. We'll be back shortly. Right guys, we got the lights done. Now they're not as bright as I thought they were going to be. Now they are working off 12 volts. On camera they're yellow in between the SMDs themselves. That was an old rule I used to have. I got that years and years ago. That was all that was left, just the bar a wee tiny bit. At the end, just cut off. You can cut these in 3 intervals. As you can see here, there's wee pair of scissors, and each 3 SMD you can cut them. So when you have 3, you'll work off 12 volts, and so forth and so forth. If you cut it within the wee scissors, you only get 2 SMDs working, and the rest will work. Should work. So, as I say, it looks yellow, but it's like a gel over the top of them. Over the years, it's just turned yellow. It used to be pure white. It was for when I did have the face tanks up and running. I had these in the face tanks. So it was just over the years of aged. Just the silicone that's over the top, but it doesn't hinder the brightness of the light in a sense. So we're going to get it up inside the fuselage here. and we'll see what way it runs, what way it turns out. So we'll be back shortly. Right guys, lights are on it. It didn't go to plan. Now I forgot there was a couple of bulkheads in the fuselage itself, which stops the LED strip going further on up. So that's why it's kind of like dimming out here. Same for the back. There's about what 1, 2, 3, 6 portholes. Isn't lit up. So again, there's another bulkhead here. There's one here in the middle, and then there's one at the other end here, just in front of the fuselage behind the cockpit. So I'm not be able to get the lights all the way up. So what, to cut it and then just feed it between the two bulkheads. So it's the best I could have done, rather than really opening it all up and then you're going to destroy it then. So lights out. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. As I said, it's starting to fade out here, as you can see. And just at the back end here as well, it's starting to fade out. As I said, it's an old model. My own stupidity then, when I was wiring it in, that the two wires had touched and just fused everything. But you learn by your mistakes. So we'll go back up on the shelf again, sit there for another lot of years until I decide what to do with it. I'll probably end up giving it to my brother-in-law. He's in the planes. So there you go, guys. Right, alright, so thanks for watching. Speak to you all later. Bye.